Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Today's story includes relationship problems, just no mother-in-law, family drama, manipulation, entitled people and toxic partners. Be aware. Am I the idiot for making my mother-in-law cry? I, 22, female, have a boyfriend, 35, male, who has always wanted to have children, but he struggles with fertility issues. I recently found out that I was pregnant, and we are both ecstatic to have a baby, even though it was unexpected so early on in our relationship. We have been together for nearly 2 years, but my mother-in-law has never really liked me and made snide comments whenever we visited. My boyfriend told me she has always been like this and to brush it off, which I almost always do. His family are Christians and are quite traditional, so they don't like the fact that we are having a child without being married, but me and my boyfriend both agreed to wait until the time is right. As it was recently Easter, we decided to visit his family for the holidays and stay at their house for a week, because most of his family would be there and he enjoyed seeing his siblings. When we were eating dinner together, my mother-in-law started making remarks about how she will be a better suited mother to the baby, as she thinks I'm too young and irresponsible. I have a stable job and I split the rent with my boyfriend for our apartment. We are also stable enough to raise a child, so we don't need anyone's help. I brushed off her remark and moved on to a different topic of conversation. After that dinner, she has kept on making comments on my weight and how I will never be good enough to carry her grandchild, which really hurt me because my boyfriend didn't even ask her to stop and everyone brushed past them. Today I finally had enough of her comments, as she had said to me that she'd rather me have a miscarriage than ever see me be a mother to her son's child, and I finally snapped. I called her a selfish witch who needs to keep her nose out of her son's business, as she is obsessed with him and acts like she wants to carry his child herself. I stormed out of their house and walked for a while, until I called a cab and went home. My boyfriend didn't stop calling me and messaging me about how I was an a-hole to his mother and made her cry, so I ignored the rest of his calls and turned off my phone. After waiting for hours, he came home and started yelling at me for disrespecting his mother in her own home, and accusing her of disgusting things. He is demanding that I go and apologize to her, and I am starting to feel like what I said is wrong and that I should apologize, but I really don't want to see her again and I am still angry and upset about what she said. Am I the idiot? Edit. Sorry for the confusion to the people talking about me calling her my mother-in-law. I am not married to him, but I have always seen his family as my own, due to me not being close to my own family anymore because of personal reasons. I understand this may be very confusing. I am so sorry. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I said to my mother-in-law that she was a witch and accused her of wanting a child with her son in her own home. My boyfriend believes I am an a-hole and I also agree, but I think that she kind of deserved it after what she had said. OP gives more info in the comments. I love him very much, I just don't know how to deal with his mother, as the rest of his family are kind when she isn't there. He provides most of the financial support, as most of my bills go to the rent and his money goes to rent and food, etc. I have brought up this issue with him before, but he told me not to worry as he loves me and his mother is just traditional. I am strongly considering leaving him before they try to take my child. I'm definitely going to try and find support soon. What did he say about his mother wishing you miscarry? That's sick. He claimed that she had said it in the heat of the moment, and was completely justified due to her being upset with our relationship, and that what I said was disgusting to both of them. Nothing justifies saying something like that, especially about your unborn grandchild. You need to get a clue, you started dating a grown man at 20. I'm sorry, I honestly never saw any problem with our age gap until people started mentioning it, as I thought my siblings were being dramatic. You are all right and I'll be sure to follow everyone's advice from now on. You have a boyfriend problem, he is 35 and doesn't have your back, he supports Mummy Dearest over the future mother of his child, he yells at you for standing up for yourself. You're 22, do you really want to attach yourself to this shit show? I have thought about this, as he's never stood up for me, but I have no one to support me and a baby if I leave. I'm worried about how you said you're not close with your own family, was this due to your boyfriend at all? Only partially with my sister, my brother and father had other personal issues with me over the past few years. Does your relationship with your boyfriend and his family have anything to do with why your relationship with your family and friends has suffered? Not entirely, only with my older sister, but my brother also doesn't like him. My sister said if I dated him I would be making the stupidest decision of my life. My brother and father had other issues with me over the last few years. I'm not sure on my father's thoughts as we aren't in contact. Is it possible for you to move out of state before the baby is born? I believe it is possible if I can get in contact with my sister or even my brother. Please call your sister now, you need her support. Is she in the same state and can you go stay with her while you sort your options? Currently my sister is in a different state with her fiancé, but I believe that I can save up to fly out to her, as I've got some money set aside. OP, does your boyfriend let you have prenatal care? I have recently visited the doctor to confirm the pregnancy, but he would prefer an all-natural birth with a doula. I don't know his full thoughts on the prenatal care. Are you sure he isn't trying to trap you with this pregnancy? Did you forget birth control because of his fertility issues? I'm not sure, we avoided it as he said it wasn't good for my body, but we used other methods. Info, what kind of contraception were you using? It's suspicious to me that he has, quote, fertility issues, but you, quote, just happened to get pregnant 2 years into the relationship. We would use condoms, as he believes birth control would ruin my body. So you did forego birth control. Does he make other decisions about what you do to your body? He only expresses his opinions, then I decide whether or not to follow them. And what happens when you choose not to follow those opinions? Does it stress you out what he might say about it? I've never really disagreed with him until now, so I have no idea how he would react. Go to a women's shelter. Do you guys share a bank account? I'm researching shelters and I found one not far from me, if things go wrong when I speak to him. We do share an account, but I have set aside some money for myself just in case it was ever needed. I am currently in a place with grandparent rights, and I'm worried that once I leave, they will try to take my baby, as they are more financially stable than me. From reading everyone's comments I've accepted that I am in an awful relationship. Thank you for the book tip, I will look it up now. I will also be taking the birth certificate advice depending on how things work out. Edit 2, thank you to everyone who has helped. I have seen a few comments about our age gap. I would like to reassure everyone that we met when I was around 20 and I approached him at the gym, and we started there. First of all, let's get this out of the way right away. You're not the idiot here, OP. She's a witch and he's a doormat, at least her doormat. And I understand someone getting upset when their partner is disrespectful and rude to their mother, but she acted like a total jerk to you for years and he just let it happen. He was letting you be mistreated and insulted by his mother and did nothing. And just because she says she is, quote, traditional or religious, that does not give her the right to treat others the way she does. That is not an excuse to be a complete witch, especially with the mother of her grandchild, that makes everything she does even worse. Also, when you said the pregnancy happened early in the relationship, I thought you had only been dating for a few months, but you've been together for 2 years, so his mother probably already knew that you two were planning a future together, and she didn't like that at all. And now with this baby, you'll probably be present in her son's life forever, even if you're not in a relationship, you'll always be part of his life, and she hates that because she won't be the most important person in her son's life anymore. And I don't think she has a problem with you exactly. I think she has a problem with anyone who is in a relationship with her son, and unfortunately at this moment it is you. So you have been receiving all of her insults and your idiot boyfriend, the father of your unborn child, let his mother do whatever she wanted with you, because as we said before, he is her doormat. But if someone tries to retaliate her insults, he will get angry, because even though he knows she deserves it, he is her doormat, not yours. So he tries to make you his, and tries to control you in ways that you don't even realize, isolate you from your family, friends, support system, makes his world your world, making very hard for you to leave. But now you have to show him, her, and everyone in that family, that you are not anyone's doormat. Your boyfriend has shown he no respect for you, for your relationship, or for the child you are going to have. He never came to your defense, he only took action when he was defending his mother. You know that you and your baby will not be his priority. It is time to review your priorities, for your own good and your child's. And what did you guys think of this whole situation? What advice would you give OP on how to deal with all of this? Do you also see a problem with OP's relationship? What would you do if you had a mother-in-law like that? And do you also see a problem with the age gap between OP and her boyfriend, or do you not think it's a big deal? And what about the pregnancy? Do you think boyfriend's infertility problem's real? Please, leave your thoughts down below. Now let's see what the comments say before going to the update. Not the idiot, but you know that it will be either what you just had the taste, or you will be raising your child alone, right? Your boyfriend showed clearly where his priorities lie, and it's not his pregnant partner or even his child. Did he even worry that you were wandering around pregnant alone and upset? That something could have happened to you or the baby? Kinda sounds like his fertility issues were that women didn't want to have children with him, because he would rather have kids with his mom. I feel sorry for OP, she's pregnant and he's not even pretending to be a worthwhile partner. He thinks she's trapped and that's that. OP isn't going to have a say in raising this child. Her partner will most likely dump her at the request of Mummy Dearest, move back in with Mummy and then apply for custody. Wouldn't be surprised if he lied about fertility issues, so she feels safe to have unprotected sex, so he could easily baby trap a pretty little young woman. Or I just read too many of these. Not the idiot, but get the F out, girl. So after months of putting up with verbal abuse from your mother-in-law, you finally bite back and your partner's response is to blame you? You're absolutely not the idiot here. Your mother-in-law sounds like a horrific control freak and your boyfriend sounds spineless and abusive. He needs to have a long, hard look in the mirror. There are serious red flags here. I'm not going to say that you should leave your boyfriend yet, but now is definitely the time to re-establish your support networks and quietly get some savings and a safety net sorted, just in case. There are resources out there to help you. They are counting on you not being able to leave. He sees you as trapped now that you're pregnant. He's not even pretending to be a decent partner. It is only downhill from here if you stay. You're so young, this doesn't have to be your life. Thank you. I'm not in the right mental state right now to go researching for support where I live, but I will try to talk to him and I'll see where it goes from there. Lots of women have babies with no one to support them. I'm on that journey myself. It's hard, but it's better than being in a toxic situation like this one seems to be. What the mother said to you about the miscarriage was beyond horrible. The fact that your boyfriend got mad at you is even more concerning. You are incredibly strong for being able to get through this, and I admire you. I'm terrified to be alone, but with what everyone is saying, I may have to suck it up and leave as soon as I can. And what did you guys think of the comments? Do you agree with them? Do you think OP should do something different? Do you also think she should leave boyfriend and raise this child alone? Do you think boyfriend and his mother will actually try to take the baby from OP? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Now let's go to the updates. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's read the first update. Update 1. My boyfriend still hasn't returned home after our argument, but I am trying my best to get in contact with him like lots of you suggested. I have researched shelters near me and realized that our relationship isn't healthy. I will contact a lawyer and try to contact my sister for support. As a lot of you have asked for an update, I will let you all know once I have discussed therapy with him. If he disagrees, then I will definitely be contacting helplines. Update 2. My sister answered and we talked about my situation. I apologized to her after a long talk and she has agreed to take me in. She will book a ticket on Monday for me to prepare and leave safely. I talked to my boyfriend about the situation because he finally came home a few hours ago and he didn't take it well. As it was extremely late, I realized it was best not to leave. My boyfriend has fallen asleep, and early this morning I have made plans to travel to a shelter to discuss options in person. Thank you for everyone's support through this. Well, this is the last update we have. I hope everything have worked out for her. I'm glad she realized that the situation she was in was not healthy, that she and her sister reconciled, and that they made plans for OP to go live with her. And as we expected, her boyfriend still doesn't think he did anything wrong and hasn't apologized, so things are still the same between them. And since we don't have any other updates, I can only hope that everything worked out for OP, that she really moved to be with her sister and that everything is good with her and the baby. And did you guys like this update? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.